thank God, man, for like Atari 2600.
Oh God, this stuff is great. I mean, who knew they could put this stuff on computers?
Hey, dudes! Not to interrupt your totally bodacious game or anything, but I was just at the library. Guess what I was reading about?
What?
Ancient warfare,
Pong?
dudes!
Oh.
Pong, man. No, this is way cooler.
Oh.
I read about
dude.
these totally non-heinous guys called the Chaldeans.
Yeah.
Man, you know what they did?
What?
They came, they saw, they conquered, dude.
Bodacious.
Yeah. Whoa!
I am the great Nebuchadnezzar II, the king of the mighty Chaldeans. It was by my sword that 13,000 men were slaughtered on the battlefield today. It was by my hand that the skulls were stacked like pillars of death. It was by my hand the corpses piled to be eaten by the rats. It was by my hand that their blood was made to flow through the streets of the city like a stream. It was by my hand that the city was razed. It was by my hand that the women were raped. It was by my hand that death reigned upon all. Yes, my chariots were swift, my cavalry strong, my infantry iron-willed, archers precise, spearmen flawless. I am the greatest king alive!
Conquered, dude.
Bodacious.
Yeah. Whoa! They had like this iron armor and whatnot. They totally kicked butt.
Radical.
Wow,
That's-
right.
that's
Yeah, I bet there's
awesome.
nobody that could fight them.
Yeah, except the Assyrians,
The
man.
Assyrians? What are you
The
talking
Assyrians,
about?
Yeah, they had chainmail, cavalry archers, and chariots, man.
Wow, man.
They
That's,
even had siege weapons.
That's so not heinous.
Bodacious.
No, my name's Henry. I'm a frontline infantry soldier in the Assyrian army. Yeah, see, our job in the front lines of the Assyrian army is to take our shields here and our swords here and to tap them together like so. See, it frightens the enemy. It frightens them so much that they're in shock, while our men get in the chariots and go and slaughter them like pigs. Right. You see, some people think it's dull and lifeless in the Mount Sinai infantry. But me, I like the small town feeling you get around here. See, not many people pass through, but the ones that do, they're very influential.
And thus, God sent upon me these 10 commandments to be obeyed by the people.
See, that was a prophet of God. I don't know what we'll have tomorrow. Could be
Welcome
Satan.
to the front lines. Our job here is to jump in front of any projectiles that threaten our leader. Huh!
Yes, sir, Private, sir! This is why the Babylonian army equips us with iron weapons,
Huh!
iron helmets,
Huh!
chain mail,
Good.
so that we can come home safe to our mamas at Thanksgiving.
Don't forget Christmas.
Yes, sir, Private, sir!
Look out, sir.
Thank you, sir, Private, sir!
Watch out, sir.
Johnny's in the trees!
Ah!
Thank you,
got it,
sir,
sir.
Private, sir!
Watch out, sir.
Bodacious.
All right.
All right.
That's so radical,
They even
dude.
kicked the Egyptians, man.
Oh, you want
No
to talk
way.
about the
They kicked the
Egyptians?
Egyptians.
That's nothing.
Oh.
You haven't even mentioned anything about chain of command. Egyptians had chain of command.
Oh, all the Assyrians did would just ravage people. Huh?
Yeah, man. The Chaldeans
You
are
can't-
basically ruthless, dude.
You can't do anything
Yeah.
if you're not the Egyptian.
I guess the
They
Egyptians
had-
were the most bodacious of all.
I
They
guess
must have
tubular,
been.
dude.
I mean, they
let's-
started with pharaohs. They had legions in 50. They had legions of 250. All kinds of people. It was.
Good afternoon, my name is Often Talking. I am the leader of 50 who all serve, including myself, the great leader Anubis himself. I command the armies of Anubis. Just being able to say his name sends us all into fervent fits of prayer. I think I'm having one now. Excuse me. Now we'll talk about our warriors. Our warriors consist of, and with, bronze-tipped spears. Due to the Assyrians, we were sadly defeated by the superior weapon of a foreign metal. I am sad now. Where's my Snookums? Come here, Snookums. Auf in Puppenheimen.
Wiki wiki. What? Wiki wiki.
While the Egyptians were busy intending their land, the Hyksos came in with evil plans. While the Pharaoh was fixing up to fix his head, the Hyksos rode in and the Egyptians were dead.
What? Wiki wiki.
The Egyptians came back, they adopted the horse, they came at the Hyksos with a sizable force. They were swift with the chariot, they were proficient with the bow. They decided that night that the Hyksos had to go. The Hyksos didn't want to, but the Egyptians were inside. We feel that we need to fight for this land because it's really tied. So you know the rest, the Egyptians got their wishes, their Hyksos were now sleeping with the fishes.
My name's Mutt. I'm gonna kill ya. And I happen to be a peasant who was recruited for the Egyptian army. Seems as if they ran out of regular troops, so they came to us. They call us arms. Because, well, we've got arms, and they really don't give us much other than arms. So I brought me pitchfork. Tell you, I killed a good many men with this pitchfork. At least 13, 14,000. You know how I did it? I went away and I came back with a horse. A horse, I tell you. A big one. And I got him and I slew the whole bloomin' lot of them. I got the cavalry. I got the infantry. I got the bloomin' lot of them. You were gonna tell me that I make any more of that? Don't tell me. Don't start.
Hello and welcome to BBC channel 3427 AA.
You are watching Medieval Warfare, and this is the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages began from the fall of the Western Roman Empire and ended with the Frankish Empire started by Charlemagne in the 9th century.
Yes, well, during this time, the only infantry unit used were the militia. They usually had second-rate equipment and very little armor. They were united under any sort of noble and fought to the death. The feudal age was that dastardly time period starting in the 9th century, during which many people would unite behind the people of a manor because they were scared to go out.
As seen here, a common warrior of the feudal age was the man-at-arms, which was basically any man with any armor. By definition, all knights were men-at-arms, but not all men-at-arms were knights. And the spearmen, the medium infantry who held back cavalry.
Seen here is what happened to knights before the invention of the stirrup.
Elsewhere in the world,
in Norway, there were the units that were known as berserkers. They were called berserkers because when in battle they would simply go berserk. This is because they believed that they had to die fighting to go to Valhalla. Otherwise they would simply go to hell. And of course this wasn't very good because then they wouldn't get all that drinking and the Valkyries. And they seemed to want that.
they had amazing zeal, wouldn't you say?
Oh yes, it was quite amazing.
Here we see the Scottish Highlanders putting on their blue paint made of the woad flower. This paint was used to frighten the enemy. They were frightened so much that we... Well,
is he painting something?
It's a very nice picture if it is.
Oh, yeah.
Here we see the Byzantine fleet using its most deadly weapon, the Greek fire, which is comparable to modern-day napalm. Ooh.
The Age of Castles was aptly named the Castle Age, and with the Castle Age came the sieging of castles.
These castles were sieged by siege weapons. Really? One such weapon was called the trebuchet.
Another such weapon was called the battering ram, and what it would do was it would actually beat in the door, and here we see someone trying to climb up the castle, and he's been pushed down.
And he's been hit with the murder hole, which was usually filled with hot oil, hot water, anything hot.
Perhaps stuffed animals, as you can see here.
Oh, look at that, a giant rock hurled by a trebuchet.
Oh, and look, another one's coming up the ladder. What's he doing?
He's trying to climb over the wall. Denied.
Oh.
Another weapon was a catapult. This is the method we like to call the poop chute method. As you can see, they would climb up with primitive laboratory systems.
And quite often be flushed out.
Oh, look, what's this? It looks like a siege of a battering ram. Or with a battering ram, rather. Oh, excuse me.
Look, there it is.
There it is. A battering ram was usually a long log carried by a few men. A few strong men, in fact, who usually used to knock down the heavy wooden doors of castles.
And look, there seems as if they're getting in.
In the latter times of the Middle Ages, they invented the capped ram, which was stronger. They're in. The High Middle Ages. In the High Middle Ages, the spear was replaced by the pike, which was 18 feet long, whereas the spear was 6 to 8. This was so the pikemen could stand behind the front lines and still have considerable range. Here we see two full-plate armored knights fighting.
Oh yes, would you look at them? They were both clad in full plate armor, and thus their range of motion was not necessarily hindered because of the articulation of the plates, but at the same time it was quite heavy, and so they got tired very quickly. And these are obviously men of nobility, as the handcrafted plates are very nice looking.
Yes, the nobles could afford this plate. Well, other knights couldn't have such considerably awesome armor. Oh, look, they look like they've lost their stamina.
Oh, and yes...
looks like the fight's almost over.
And this is the end.
Beautiful. Now, seeing as how the king was king, it is understandable that he should be the last to die, if dying at all.
Yes, you see here he has disposed of the king's elite guard, but he can't seem to penetrate the armor of the king himself. Now it's crazy. I mean, these people would go to such lengths to try to kill the king sometimes.
But he just wouldn't die because his armor was so thick, so heavy. He'd never get off his horse. He'd just command the army from the back.
Just sit there.
Oh, that looked like it. That was a nasty punch.
What a spoil sport, you know. He didn't even put up a good fight.
And now we come to the ranged weapons. The noble short bow.
More like the sissy short bow, if I don't say so myself. And here we see the long bow, 6 feet long. It was tremendous.
Yard-long arrows. And here is the complex crossbow.
Oh yes, it was
very hard to load. Took about a minute to load.
And here we see
slingshot. Oh, here we see a cavalry archer from the Mongolian descendancy.
Yeah. They were very good on their horses.
And then finally we have the evolution of powder. And as you can see here, the kick on the hand cannons was extreme. On behalf of all of us here at the BBC channel, whatever we said in the beginning, we'd like to thank our 2.5 viewers on this 4:30 a.m. viewing of Medieval Warfare.
Yes, thank you all very much. You have made it so that I can once again feed my family of 2,000.
This is true. Thank you very much, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow morning at 4:35 a.m. You see, we've traded spots with Ancient Warfare.
I really don't like Teutonic Knights!
In the days of pre-phalanx warfare, war was simply had with two disorganized mobs going at each other, where soldiers with similar reputations sought each other out to fight in single hand-to-hand combat. Now, one must remember that in order for war to be had, the signs had to be perfect, both the weather and from the gods. So a long ritualistic process of deeming these signs was necessary beforehand.
How you guys doing today? Doing pretty good. My name's Jack. I'm a general of the Spartans today.
Ryan. I'm Iskadunama, and I'm the barbarian leader there.
Oh yeah, I've heard about you.
You have? Well, I've heard about you.
Well, all right then.
Well,
You guys got any religious convictions or holidays today?
Know that the gods are in the favor today.
I think we're pretty good to fight today. Good day for battle. All right.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, I think if we start now, we can get done in time for lunch. All right. Well.
All right, so let's get this figured
Well, I
out.
just
You got me, and then,
well, why don't I flip a coin?
Ryan, let's
You know, flip a coin. See
Okay.
see who dies first. Sisyphus, it's us. Damn. All right. All right. Well, good day.
Good day.
Seems like you have a good family background. I'll fight you
All
today.
right. You guys got each other?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Break. To arms.
The hoplite fought in the phalanx formation, which was usually 6 to 8 ranks deep. If the front shield wall of this phalanx formation was broken, it fell into extreme disarray. The Spartans had a rigorous training program in which they encouraged young boys to steal cheese, but if the boys were caught stealing the cheese, they were beaten very savagely.
You. No, you take it.
You take it.
I took it last
I
time.
don't care. Go bigger.
All right, I'll do it, but then you gotta do right after me.
All right, look, I got you back. Go.
All right.
Go get it. All right. There you go. Get you some.
He's trying to steal my cheese. Yeah. I'll teach you. I'll teach you. Don't you try and steal my cheese again.
The Greeks were fiercely proud of their heritage, and as such wanted to make every effort to be remembered when they were dead. Also, the armor of a Greek soldier was a great prize.
Give me your armor.
Help me. No, I'm not dead. I'm not. Stop!
What's your name, son?
My name's Gilgamesh.
All right.
What are you doing?
Making sure you remembered.
Whoa.
All right, give me your armor.
No, I'm not dead.
You're close enough.
I'm not dead.
You're close enough. All right.
What you want?
Give me your armor.
It's mine. You can't have it.
What's your name?
Protect, please.
Is that T?
What do you need that for?
Making sure you remembered when you're dead.
I'm not dead.
You're on now. Give me your armor. All right. That's Gilgamesh and Protect these. May you rest in peace.
A long time ago when the earth was green,
How about we don't do
there
that?
was more kinds of animals than you'd ever seen.
Your sticker says Mom USA.
The earth was being born, but the loveliest of them all was the unicorn. It was green.
The front shield wall of this phalanx formation was broken. It
Crack! It's going! It's going! It's going!
Oh, gee, that's swell, son.
Thanks, Dad.
What is it, son?
There's a guy over there, and he's putting a baby in a trash can. There he goes!
Oh my God!
Check it out, Dad! What? It's got bound feet!
It's
my lord!
It's a little baby boy.
Wow. Maybe we should take it home and care for it.
Sounds good to me, son.
Okay, let's go.
Well, golly, me and my kids, we were just playing a swell game of baseball, you know? And out of the blue, there's this guy, he had a hood on. He just came and dropped some poor little whippersnapper in a trash can. You know, the poor guy had his feet bound together. And, hey, put that down! No, no! No. Sorry, my kids, you know, they're curious.
Kids will be kids.
You said it. And so I went over there and, you know, I just got the kid out, and ever since I gave him to the king of Corinth, and he took care of him. Never told him though. It could ruin a kid's life, you know. So then there was that prophecy, and he just left one day.
Man, that was messed up. I didn't know he was no king though. Didn't matter, probably still would have done it. Got $27.15 and a pack of smokes to do it. Well, I think a shepherd saw me or something, but I had a hood on, so I think he might not have seen me. But it's all the same.
Oh, you remember that kid I had? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that was like, yeah, you.
He would have been a horrible pain to pay for, man. He got to eat every day and stuff.
Oh yeah, you put him on the hill. Man, you know, there was a prophecy about that kid. He was supposed to kill me.
No.
Yeah, marry my woman.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, man. So mad.
I don't know, man.
Man. Okay.
Where you going, man?
I'm going to go match the green.
Okay.
Cars out of the way. Look at this big jump. Look at this fat head.
What?
Man, get out of the way.
Man. What'd you do, man? Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man.
Oh man, I'm getting out of here, man.
So I was just minding my own business, right? Going down the road, and up comes these like irate people, and they just started like a fight with me. And so what am I to do but defend myself? Yeah, maybe I killed 3 of them. 1 got away. That was my own mistake. You know, but I was just defending myself. Well, I guess this is my trek, my quest. I'm traveling from Corinth to Thebes. Heard a prophecy about my past. I'm trying to sort things out in my head. It's all so confusing right now. And Apollo's just made it worse. I hate that guy.
Hey, come here. Hey.
Who is that devilish person? Is it the Sphinx that I've heard about?
You ain't getting through my crypt unless you give me my riddle, boy. Then you tell me the answer to this, and you can get out through here. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 in the evening?
You mean 3?
I said 3.
Why a human being?
Oh.
Yes. Yes, right.
Goodbye. You best be getting going, son. So I came up upon Thebes, right? And there's like this riddling sphinx. And I come up to him, he's like, yeah, 3, whatever. And I answer the riddle. Yeah. And so I become king of Thebes. It propels me to victory. I'm like the greatest guy in the world now. What can I say?
You, sir.
What?
Have you heard the news?
What news?
King Laios.
What about?
He's been killed.
Oh!
It's
When?
true. Not so long ago.
It can't be!
I believe it was some sort of...
What seems to be the commotion here?
Oh,
Thebes!
Savior of Thebes!
Standman! Tell me what the problem is!
Our fair king, King Laios, has been killed. Murdered.
Say it ain't so!
Tis so, King Oedipus. And we...
I will find this man and kill him!
Yes! Yes!
May you be king from henceforth!
Let's find the man! So when I get into Thebes, they're all talking about Laios' death. And what is a great leader to do but find the perpetrators, okay? So I make that my mission. It is my mission now. I'm going to find King Laios' killer, okay? And I'm going to kill him myself. When I get my hands